William Miller here for GetMoreSports.com. We're looking at the Naismith Player of the Year Award watch list. And my list is probably going to be the same as just about everybody across the country, which is kind of refreshing because really in the end, 7 players, in my opinion only 5, but 7 players have probably separated themselves from the pack in terms of being the best in college basketball, which really allows us to get into their performances a little bit more in depth than in years past when the country is flooded with a lot of really good, maybe not elite players that are putting up big stats. What do they mean? Do they mean anything? This year we're really lucky. We've got a lot of guys who can do it all. I do have Chris Dunn on top of the list, as you can see in the full article, but really from there it's a crapshoot. And even at the number 1 spot, it's a crapshoot because Providence is not one of the top 5 teams in the country, and a couple of the top 5 teams in the country have really good players on their team, and they have Player of the Year candidates. So do they get the edge because they're winning so many games? Who knows? You've got a player like Ben Simmons on this list. I have him at number 5. He would probably be higher if LSU was any good throughout the course of the season. And some people might not have him on their list at all because LSU hasn't been very good. But you cannot deny his statistical prowess. Almost 13 rebounds a game, over 20 points per game, over 5 assists. I mean, this is one of the most rare college performances that we've ever seen overall, let alone from a freshman. This is unprecedented. So I have him at the bottom end of my list. Between that, though, again, it's a crapshoot. At number 4, I've got Bryce Johnson out of North Carolina. I'll be talking about him a lot this week because of his recent emergence for the Tar Heels as they've kind of gone on a run a little bit. Then you look at the likes of Denzel Valentine. Do you punish him for sitting out games due to injury? I don't think you can. Well, when he was healthy and Michigan State was still the number 1 team in the country, he was number 1 on every single list. He's almost averaging a triple-double. I mean, it's absurd. How do you punish him overall? But then the likes of Buddy Hield, how can you overrate anything that he does at this point? It's a wild list. There's a lot of things to consider, and it's one of the most fun kind of watch lists that we've had for this award in quite some time.